Good day, my name is Jerry, and welcome to Cathon's Journey, where I will be showing my journey throughout the Philippines and Asia. My motto is, go ahead and take the risk, no matter what anyone says, as to live an adventure for a fun and fulfilling life.
Alright, this journey is part 2 of Camiguin Island. This is the intro that I gave on the last one, just in case you didn't see it. You can follow this, or if you like, you can go back and see the original part 1. Alright, thank you. Have a good one. Bye. But right now, I am here in Panglao, which is right here. So basically, we drive from our apartment here over to Yagna. It takes about an hour and a half from there to go over on a motorcycle. Nice drive, because you see it's all the beach line, which most of the islands are. They always got a circumferential highway that goes around the circumference of the island. But we drive to Yagna here, go to the port, and then the port, we go from Yagna to this Camiguin, or what that is, can't really see it, it's too far to fall. But we go from there over to the island. So from the island, zoom out, zoom back in here. We come in on port here. Here it is, Camiguin Port. I'm sure they say it different here. And then our hotel was up here. Go White Island. We went out there to White Island. There's another thing, Suckin Cemetery we did here. Kawasan Falls. The Tucson Falls here. This was a big island here, which everybody goes to. It's real small, but it's got nice, right here where this reef is, it's got nice diving right here, a lot of fish. We went around the island a couple times, and as you'll see in the video, all these places that we did. Again, the ride from the ferry, we did take my motorcycle, so it was a row that we took over, so it's a little slower than normal. It took about 3.5, 4 hours, and probably the biggest thing was when you come into port, they really, I've never had this yet in the Philippines, but they asked for a lot of information, and they only had a few people doing it there, so we was there waiting for quite some time. And then they asked a lot of personal information. I'm talking like date of birth, where were you born, and they put it in a computer, and I mean, somebody get that, and basically there goes your identity. So I didn't like that. Probably for that reason, I don't think I would ever go back to this island. But anyways, it was a nice trip for a one-time thing. Nothing extraordinary stuck out, but I didn't do any diving, but did do, as you'll see, a lot of snorkeling. All right, and also the giant clams down here. Luckily, we saw some giant clams up here in the Suckin Cemetery, so we didn't go over to that there. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye. Not quite as clear, a little bit more turquoise, but not quite as clear coming through. Yeah, there's a guy diving into it. This one again is pretty deep. You can jump in from there. I did that from there. And again, coming into this area, Camiguin Port there, they really ask a lot of personal information, which you have to give them, or you're not allowed on the island. Like enough where they could have enough of your stuff to get your credit cards, I mean birth date. I don't think they ask for the state where you were born, but basically a lot of information. So right here we're at the Suckin Cemetery, which was, I can't remember the date, I think I may have a picture on here, but there was an earthquake, and the earthquake on the edge here, there was a cemetery, and it went into the ocean. Now obviously they removed the bodies that fell into the ocean, but they had pretty good scuba dive, or snorkeling and scuba diving there. Alright, so here we are snorkeling at the Suckin Cemetery. It had pretty good snorkeling all the way around it. This is also where the giant clams are, which you'll see here in a bit. I would definitely not
scuba dive here. It's pretty shallow. We didn't go out that all. Here's a sea snake, as you can see in here. So I definitely would not be scuba diving in this area. Wouldn't pay the money unless you do a shore dive or something like that. But snorkeling was fine. I would definitely recommend it. So let's go ahead and watch some of this snorkeling did. Whenever I see clownfish, I kind of like going to see them. See either if they're aggressive, they come at you, and they're in their what amenities or those things are called, or they go and hide. If they're familiar with you, they come out at you. But if they're not too many people come around, they go and hide. I thought these type of corals or whatever these are were pretty cool. Got the white on the edges. More clownfish. Try to get in as close as I can. You can see this one's kind of staying in there. So these ones probably don't get too much humans coming around too much. They're coming in. Again, some of them when you do it, they come at you. Yeah, now here's those giant clams. Again, this was near the sunken treasure. You can see, I believe the long slate is the inlet, and the round one going out is the outlet, where they take in the air, the water on a slit, and filter it through it, and goes out on the round area there. So these are giant clams. They were about, I don't know, I don't have my hand down here. I think Tess dives down here a bit. You can see how big, but they were pretty big, a few feet long. All right, so I think I have that in here. Hang on. Yeah, you can see where the outlet there is, and on the inlet on the right, the long slit is the inlet, and the outlet is the round one. Trying to get a picture of the inlet there, the slit. Again, right there is where they go in, and round on the other side where it comes out. Oh yeah, here's Tess going down. Again, she was just starting to learn how to snorkel, going down a little bit. So you can see, I think we get a shot of the clam in there. Yeah, right there. So they're pretty big. She's 5 foot, so they're probably at least 3 foot. And so here we are back at yeah, that same hot spring or springs resort. I don't think this one was hot. I believe this was just a regular cool one. Springs that they had. It's pretty nice. I don't like the hot springs anyways, because it's usually hot there, unless you're going on a cold rainy day or something. That's usually when I went to the hot springs in Dumaguete, when it, when it was cooler out during the winter. Well, not their winter. They have a mild, not as hot. Or if it's raining, it's a good day to go. So here's some more snorkeling. Again, I think this one now is on that island that we went out to on the first one I showed. It has a drop off going out. So quite a few fish, as you see here. Get down closer, get some more color. Yeah, I need to work on some editing and or adding filters in front of the camera to get a better color on here. Again, a lot of it looks gray just because of that. Again, color goes down, goes away the deeper you go, but hopefully I'll get better at it. Yeah, I wish I had like a spear gun, but obviously you're not allowed to use those when you're out island hopping and that. But places where I go where I could use it, like here in Pang Lao, but then there's no big fish around anymore. They've been all fished out. So even like these you'd be able to shoot. But here in Pang Lao Island, which has got a reef on it, and it does have quite a bit of fish, but they just get all fished out every day. So that's the bad thing about living here. If I was back, maybe when I was back in the Navy here back in the 80s, they might have had some, but I'd say they were even fished out by then, probably, you know, back in the 20s and 30s. They probably would have been pretty good. I thought these two were unique. This is a buoy. Just, you know, we come in and can anchor up on top, a float, buoy float. These two, I don't know what type of fish they are. Look like some type of, you know, long angelfish there, but they were just staying there. I was getting pretty close. I was only, you know, less than a foot away from them, getting a little bit closer. Then they finally took off, but yeah, they were just staying right underneath that buoy. I guess they felt protected. Now this right here is the price list to go on that first island hopping, Mantiki Island. I think it was like $750 to get out there, and then you had to pay a entrance fee. I believe it was $75, but you can blow that up if you want to see that. Now right here I was driving up in the mountains, and I think this was just before, but driving up, you kind of see we're a little bit high. We're definitely not on the top yet, but see out across the mountains and seeing the ocean out there. So it's a pretty good view. That's a pretty good island mountain there. Now here's where our hotel was. It was a decent hotel. It was right on the beach. You know, it was okay. You know, bed, you know, shower, hot water, So, but the biggest reason was, as you see here in a minute, it had a big patio and TV, refrigerator, which, you know, we never use TV obviously. But right here's the beach.
You know what to do. Go ahead and hit those buttons. And thank you for watching Caithan's Journey.